Good blessed throwback Thursday, December the 29th, 2022. It's about 1:39 p.m. I greet all human beings with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be upon you or with you. It don't matter to me what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. Doesn't matter whether you're the richest or the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't even matter whether you're the proclaimed toughest or the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter if you're my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't even matter whether you like what I put on social internet or not. That's your prerogative. You have a right. First, 14th, 5th, and so on. But what I want to show y'all today to give you confirmation that Robert Bobby Hearns here, the chief/director of the Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County Fire Department and the Police Department, is unfit. And also to show you crime scenes going all the way back to 2013 in a medical emergency. I'm going to show you at least 4. 2 of them is going to be a place where a person's got shot this month, December of 2022. One of them on Ada Street, right off of Cy Williams Street in the Charleston, Missouri housing projects here in Charleston, Missouri, on Ada, where a guy got shot on December the 18th, 2022. And the other one, again, over here on Gale Street in Wallhousing, where a guy just got shot December the 15th, 2022. I'm going to show you one where a guy got shot September the 11th, 2014. And then they're going to show you how the chief of police don't use crime scene tape and he act like he in Hollywood. So I want you to pay close attention to them. The first one would be 2013, where 2 young girls turned over a vehicle, and if it wasn't for the sheriff department, it's one particular deputy went inside of the truck, got inside of the truck and got one of the females out of there. He's still on the force. He got shot back in Wyatt, Missouri, a few years back when they was raiding a white drug dealer's house, and one of his captains, Captain Barry Morgan, that you all done seen, who's on bond right now. Captain Morgan and the rest of the crew with the Sheriff Department, Mississippi County Sheriff Department, they ran and left him there when he got shot, and he was able to shoot the suspect and able to apprehend the suspect. He the one rescuing the female up out of there, and he's still on the force now. The other, that was 2013. You'll see the chief just with a camera like he acting for Hollywood. The other one was 2014 when a guy was shot on Gale and Wallhousing in the Charleston, Missouri housing project, and you will see civilians all over. The shooter could have been there and killed. You see one police right there where he shot at, and then you will see a bunch of other people helping the police. And when the ambulance comes, you don't see no crime scene tape, you don't see nothing blocked off. And then when the ambulance leaves, then you'll see a police car pulling the streets like blocking it off. And the last one would be, or the next one would be on Ada Street, back, I believe, in August of 2016, where an individual was shot, and you would see no crime scene tape. The chief wasn't on the scene, but he trains these guys. Then I put the updated one when the guy just got shot recently to show that the chief not doing what he's supposed to do and he's not qualified. I'm gonna leave right now, but check these YouTube videos out and tell me whether you think this chief is an actor or a director. Charleston, Missouri, April the 7th, 2013. This is on Main Street in Charleston, where a Jeep and truck collided, and the Jeep was turned over and 2 young girls was inside. a possibly 14-year-old and a possibly 7 to 8-year-old. The 7 or 8-year-old is still trapped inside of the car. My purpose for this video is to show how untrained the Charleston, Missouri Police Department is. The two guys that you see in the brown are the Mississippi County Sheriff deputies out of Charleston, Missouri. But the ones that you will see in the dark blue uniforms is the Charleston, Missouri Police Department. And number one, the scene should be where it's cornered off, where civilians would be nowhere near it, especially for a possible explosion. And then so the law enforcement and the medical personnel can do their job properly. If you notice, traffic is still going back and forward. Look at the little girl out of the car walking around. Any trained EMT or medical personnel, first responder, would know the first thing after safety is when you get a victim up out of a car accident, you treat them as a spine injury, especially when a child that small is in a vehicle that was turned upside down. A vehicle just don't turn upside down easily. It had to be some type of impact. But I just want you to see how professional, or may I say the truth, unprofessional, the Charleston Police Department is. Traffic is steady going back and forward on both sides, east and west, when it should have been stopped immediately so this scene can be more secure. Civilians shouldn't be around. I'm not saying that they should have yellow crime scene tape, but they should have enough personnel out there to keep the civilians away and to stop one line of traffic, at least. I want you to just be paying close attention when you see the chief of police come on the scene, Robert Hearns. You would think that he's playing in a movie or preparing for a movie, a part in a movie. He'll be seen in a yellow shirt with black stripes and blue jogging pants with a white stripe on it. You'll see his white Suburban, brand new white Suburban come past, and him coming out of the vehicle. But I just wanted to just let the world see, there he is there with his lights on, speeding. But you would think he doing all that to come to make sure somebody's safe. But you watch what he do when he get out of this vehicle. And you tell me what you think. This is the chief who's supposedly training all these other officers, not the sheriff deputies, because they are a separate entity. But I just want you to see what the chief do when he get up out of this vehicle. Oh, he decided now, after almost 10 or 15, there he is there, 10 or 15 minutes to start rerouting the traffic. His people should have been trained to do that already. Now you see that bag he got in his hand? You would think that it's some type of first aid kit. Look what he got, a camera. The camera is to take pictures of this vehicle so he can give it to the local newspapers who always make them look real good.
All right.
Chief come on the scene and rescue 2 young girls out of the vehicle. But the police department didn't get them out. The sheriff department got them out of there. This guy here, with his back turned to us, the police officer, is Keith Bradford, who on November the 8th, 2011, shot and killed a 34-year-old mentally ill guy when the chief, Robert Hearns, was on the scene with him, and Percy Owens, a sergeant or a lieutenant, whatever he is now. This guy had been tased twice already. But this same guy, Keith Bradford, was at another police department about 10 or 12 miles away from here in East Prairie, Missouri, where he shot another black guy. Fortunately, this black guy lived and sued the police department, and they got Keith off of it. But Keith is still today working on the Charleston, Missouri Police Department. And today is October the 9th, 2014.
Lord, they did, the little girl.
But this incident happened April the 4th, 2013. But I just want you to see how unprofessional this police department is. When you look at Bobby Hearns walking around, there he is again, walking around. Look at him, he's confused. He don't know what to do. He's not trained. His grandfather, Warren E. Hearns, a former governor, is the only reason that he's in this position. And Warren Hearns' wife, a former Missouri state representative, is his aunt, and that's why he had that position. But just keep looking at this scene, all these civilians around, and this uncontrolled crowd, which they are not out of control, but they should be a distance away from this scene. This is a scene of an accident. Look at the chief. He got a camera in his hand. He's getting ready for a movie. He wants to be seen. Now imagine how they acted on November the 8th, 2011, when this mentally ill guy was in the street and he was shot and killed by this guy. This is just a few things that's happening in Charleston, Missouri, to show you how untrained and how unprofessional the police department. 2014 in Charleston, Missouri, on Gale Street in the Charleston, Missouri Housing Authority project area, where right around the corner on Vine and Warhouse, there's a Charleston, Missouri police substation, which is never manned, right in the black neighborhood, where if something happened, they'll be able to respond right away, which they didn't. And when I took this, I responded within a minute after this guy was shot. You'll notice no police crime scene tape, civilians all over the place. The scene is being contaminated without a doubt or contradiction.
Charleston, Missouri, man shot on the street. Violence is study going on in Charleston. Here's a man been shot, standing in the streets. Ain't safe in Charleston, Missouri. Hopefully he'll live. Again. It's never safe in Charleston. Always in our neighborhoods. We need the feds to come in and just take over. Today is September the 11th, 2014. Man laying in the streets. When is this violence gonna stop here in Charleston, Missouri, y'all?
Nobody in them police cars.
Definitely need a new police force here. There go the chief and his captain.
A block or so away.
They're gonna stop the violence here in the black neighborhood. Why is it always here and nowhere else? We need to send somebody down here and change this law enforcement. I've been down here for 18 years. And there's never been no peace. We always seeing something like this here in our neighborhood, a man shot down. Look at the chief and his captains. They way away from the man that shot down. They're about a block away. They should be here securing the area. Ain't no ambulance here every time a black man is shot. Police is everywhere. They don't have any medical personnel here at all. It's been out here about 20 minutes. You see the chief with the green shirt on and the brown pants with a walkie-talkie in his hand. He don't know what he's doing. That's what it is. If a police was shot down, what would they be doing?
Having crime scene tape all over the place.
You see police cars everywhere. Brand new police cars.
Nobody in none of them.
But you don't see damn ambulance.
Now one of them is occupied.
How often is this going to happen?
Look at all the civilians.
Charleston, Missouri, but around the world.
Why is all them civilians around this guy?
No life lights and no sirens. A man done got shot. They got lights but no sirens. A man done got shot. But it's not anything strange about it being in the black neighborhood. You see they was going about 15 miles an hour, but a man is shot. You notice the guy that's opening the door, he's taking his time coming out with the stretcher. I worked on ambulance in Chicago. He should have been had the stretcher up out of there. He's like taking his time like somebody had an asthma attack or somebody just have a head cold. The man laying in the streets. Why is every time a man is shot in a black neighborhood that you have police cars all over? Let's count them. One there on the corner, two right there, 3, 4. Let's go down a little farther.
All the police cars with no security.
We got 5, 6 police all over the place. One police is by the guy, all the other police is far away from the scene.
With no crime scene
Police
tape.
force is one of the worstest police forces in Charleston, in the state of Missouri. Probably in the country. They're not trained. Any other police force is trained to do first aid. Everywhere you go.
Civilians doing first aid and lifting the stretcher.
To let them know that we need help here in Charleston, Missouri. We wonder if the individuals that have him on the stretcher know what they're doing. Let me show you how far away from here the chief and the rest of them is. Take a close look down there. You got the chief and the captain way down from the scene.
Robert Hearns, the chief.
They got guns on their side.
Anthony Mooney, the captain.
Citizens is out here trying to rescue the man when the fire department or the ambulance taking 30 and 40 minutes to get here.
Where did they get their training?
Police scattered all over the place. They got brand new cars, but they ain't got no police force. What good is a police force with a bunch of police cars and no help?
What is the purpose for the substation around the corner?
The FBI need to come down here and arrest every police officer on this force. This is the worst force in this country. Brand new police cars. Brand new police cars, but no force.
Can't occupy the
The
substation.
only way the chief is the chief of police is because his uncle, Warren Hearns, was the governor here, and his auntie, Betty Hearns, was a state representative. They probably try to come to my house to get this phone, but they'll have a fight on their hands because I know my rights. We know down we ain't safe. What is he blocking his car out in the middle of the streets for?
It's too late for that. The victim gone.
Today is February the 28th, 2016, Sunday morning, 9:56 a.m. in Charleston, Missouri. Another man shot. Seeing him as he leave early in the morning to go to show you that they don't really care about what's going on. This is Black History Month. It's gunshot wounds. Shots fired. Man being loaded up.
Did you get the gunshot? I thought I did.
Is it safe and secure? It's not safe, but it's the police department here for. You got the state man here, but they need to take over. Man being loaded up now. When is the violence gonna stop in the black? This is Black History Month. One more day in Black History Month is all over with. This is Charleston, Missouri. We got to pray that the man that's in the ambulance survive. This black on black crime got to stop. When is it gonna stop? Will it ever stop? He shouldn't even be the chief. Look at it. It ain't no rush to him. Shots fired. I can smell the gunpowder right now.
Somebody ran in with house.
I don't know where they ran. I said the police went in the house right here on the corner, and then they going down to the house all the way down there. There go the chief, y'all. They just show you what type of chief he is. Look at him. It's no rush to him. You can smell the gunfire out here. Look at him. Oh, everybody else in a rush but him. Look at him, y'all. That's your chief of police, Robert Bobby Hearns. Look at him. Look, y'all. Look at him. That's your chief now. There's other people coming up out of there. Them sheriff deputies there. Everybody is in the rush but the chief there, y'all. Look at him. Take a good look at him, y'all. You seen how he fought a fire over here in the black community. I can hear the shots. Look at him, y'all. Somebody must have got shot. I heard about 20 shots. They inside of this house and the house down there. You can smell the gunfire. Where's all our leaders at? Where less than all them at? Getting all that money. Chief had time to put his hat on, though, y'all. That's the resource officer. Look at that. Look at that. That's the lady there is a resource officer, a school resource officer. Let's get some real police out here, y'all. Look at it.
All right, I'm gonna end it like this here, y'all. All of you blacks that study trying to criticize me for showing my cameras to the people in our community to show these blacks that's out here. I'm talking about if the shoe fit, wear it. I'm talking about the blacks that's out here throwing the eggs at people's houses, shooting flare guns, shooting paint guns, kicking people's doors in. And those of you that's on Facebook that don't like what I'm doing, then don't watch it. And those that try to criticize me, it must be your children or your relatives out here doing it. You see what I'm saying? And those of y'all that's speaking up for me, I appreciate it. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm doing this here like I would want y'all to do for me. Somebody told me a few years back when my grandchildren came from Chicago, I believe it might have been last year when they came down here from Chicago to spend time with my daughters and them for the spring break. Somebody came and pulled up and told me that my daughter Queen was speeding on Side Williams Street. I called Queen and brought her back. They said she was going extremely fast, and I asked Queen, she said she wasn't. My grandkids said she wasn't, and other people over there said she wasn't, but I still took the keys from her for a week and told her she do the speed limit on Side Williams, which is 20. So when they came to me, I grounded her on driving. You see what I'm saying? But some of y'all, cause the people, I didn't mention none of y'all people, children's name, but the other people that looked at my YouTube video, they identified these children as the ones that's doing it. They should charge them as an adult, and if they parents or whoever they guardians is living in the Charleston Housing Authority, they need to evict them. Peace be still.